Oh, my friend, I have seen them actually in the ring at a fundraising fight night. I know what they can do on there are amazing. And I've got to say, the spirit that they took that challenge on was mind-blowing to me. So much respect for their martial art. I love it. So we do have members of the South African K1 team, probably the closest step away from professional MMA. We've got Quinton February and Cornel Verwey here in a studio with us. And Matthew, their coach, has stuck around to put them through their paces just a little bit. So I'm going to first shake your hand, buddy, and say, I've seen firsthand how you roll and how your gym fights, how they train, and it's amazing to me. Massive, massive. And I know that doesn't happen overnight. That's years of pouring efforts and a lot of passion into it. So you guys are awesome. I know what you can do. Now I want to see what you can do. Can you put the boys through their paces, maybe with a little bit of a demo?
Yeah, I'm basically just going to show the people the basics of how we would kind of train an average person that's coming to the gym for the first time, and they just want to learn what it's all about. And I normally just start them off literally with basic punches first. Great. And then we move on to kicks. So
go for it. You guys can take it away. And the gloves are on. The gents do still have microphones on. Were you not nervous competing in a full contact tournament? I suppose you've still got a few months to recover, but in a big year like this, a world champion, how do you kind of get into that fight mindset on a fight night like that, man?
I usually just daydream, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Go to a happy place.
Exactly, yeah.
I love that. Okay, the boys are suited up. Take it away, coach.
Okay, so we're going to start off with a simple jab. How they're standing is generally how you would stand in a kickboxing stance or a Muay Thai stance. Boxing is a little bit more different. And we'll just start off by throwing a jab against the guard. So just a single jab each, back and forth, there we go. That's normally how you would guard a jab. You can also parry a jab. It's one of the other techniques you can do to defend, or you can slip a jab. There we go.
And these guys do make it look very comfortable.
Okay.
It does take a moment or two. I'm just quickly, can I interject? I'm noticing them shift their weight beautifully as they're punching. While the hands are doing that, what is the focus on the feet?
So generally, when you're firing at someone, your weight transfers onto your front leg. Obviously, if your weight's sitting on your back leg, there's going to be no force on your jab. Same with when you're going off the backhand, your weight will still transfer, but then there's an important role where your back foot would rotate so that the power comes through from your hip and your foot, which we'll demonstrate now. So they'll just throw now a jab with a cross, which will be from the backhand against the guard. There we go. Now you'll see they're rotating on the back foot, which is a very important thing. A lot of beginners just throw their arm like that, and then there's no power in their punch.
All left in the shoulder.
Yeah, so it actually starts from the foot to the hip into the shoulder with pretty much every punch that you throw.
Using the whole force of the earth to drive your foot forward. I love that.
So we would generally just start off by teaching them, first of all, how to stand correctly in the correct stance, and then throw these basic punches and get them to start throwing it properly with the right weight distribution, making sure that they're using their hips and their feet and not just their shoulders the whole time.
Now let's take it a few steps forward to these guys preparing to go over there. How does training shift and change when you get into the nuance of preparing for a world champs? How do you put them through their paces in this stage?
There's so many different factors for that. We actually have been to a world championship last year for different affiliation. So they both competed in Budapest, and Cornel actually got a bronze medal in Worlds. So there's a combination of strength and conditioning training, which involves like specific weight training, high intensity drills, all of that kind of stuff. And then in the gym alone, we do basically combination drills on each other, pad drills, sparring.
Can you give us a little taste of something now where that's safe?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they can do like light sparring on each other. I think let's just stick to boxing to keep it a bit more safe. But very light sparring against each other, guys. Don't try and knock.
All right,
each other
we'll give you 30 seconds to see us out.
So basically, just learning how to fire and how to counter. You know, practicing their guard, their movement. Obviously, this is just touch basis. It's to find their reaction, their timing, all of that kind of stuff. And this is a very, very basic way of preparing them for real competition. Yeah.
And getting that mind into the right space. We've got a beautiful shot there with the kick. Can you just show us one kick? Just one. Oh, I like how you took that on board. Nice, thank you, man. A little bit higher with a bit more force. No, I'm joking, man. That was absolutely awesome. I've seen, as I said, what you guys can do in the ring. I know this is a whole different ballgame when you go out there and compete against the best in the world, but thank you so much for pouring everything that you do into your art, and for you, sir, for pouring everything that you do into them is amazing. We cannot wait to see how far you guys go this year. I have a feeling it's going to be magical. So congratulations and all the best of luck. Lots of excitement in the studio this morning. We've had a lot of energy coming out. I think we need a lot of food coming back in. What's on the menu officially, Carissa?